Greetings, my intellectual companions. Today we embark on an extraordinary lyrical expedition, analyzing the philosophical intricacies of Flo Milli's Never Lose Me. But fear not, for I, Professor Heimerdinger, aka MC Heimer-Daddy, am here to dissect the brilliance, or dare I say, boldness of this track. Let us proceed, my little rasclarts. He speed in the wraith, while his hand on my coochie. He touchin' Emilio Pucci. Doing good, bitch, I'm Gucci. Fly to Asia, he feedin' me sushi. When we fuckin', it feel like a movie. Raw bitch, ain't never been a groupie. Stiff on a hoe, I like my nigga bougie. Fascinating. He speed in the wraith while his hand on my coochie. Well now, it appears we are diving headfirst into primal human multitasking, operating a Rolls-Royce Wraith, a vehicle known for its 438-kilowatt V12 engine, while simultaneously engaging in extracurricular activities? Now that, dear viewer, requires both dexterity and recklessness at levels that defy conventional logic. Frankly, I am perplexed by the aerodynamics of such an endeavor. Wouldn't the sheer velocity create excessive turbulence, disrupting proper form? A fascinating question for further research, but I digress. Anyway, next. He touchin' Emilio Pucci. Now, for those unfamiliar, Emilio Pucci is an Italian luxury fashion house, an emblem of wealth and exclusivity. What is particularly clever about this lyric is its dual-layered meaning. On one hand, it serves as a social flex, signaling high-status attire, but on the other, Miss Flo Milli may be subtly indicating that his touch extends beyond fabric. A poetic double entendre if I've ever seen one? Yes. Luxury, intimacy, and fashion all intertwined seamlessly. A stroke of artistic genius. But let's be honest. If I, Heimer-Daddy, were in that wraith, we wouldn't just be touching Pucci. Nah, baby. We'd be redesigning the entire fall collection mid-drive. I'd turn that car into a mobile laboratory for elevated drip enhancement. If you catch my drift. Anywho, doing good, bitch. I'm Gucci. Blast nozzles, an elegant tautology. In one swift phrase, Flo Milli equates personal prosperity with Gucci, a brand whose very name is synonymous with wealth and prestige. She need not say, I am financially stable. No. She merely states, I am Gucci. This, dear viewers, is the mark of peak status branding, when a word transcends its original meaning and becomes an identity. The next stage, becoming a verb. Imagine a world where one does not merely thrive, they Heimerdinger through life. In fact, I may submit this linguistic phenomenon for review to the Piltover Journal of High Society Semantics. Not really. Fuck them, and fuck the feds. NWA for life, baby. Fly to Asia. He feedin' me sushi. A geographical flex. Here, Flo Milli expands her sphere of luxury consumption to an international scale. She does not merely indulge in sushi from the comfort of a stateside establishment. Nay, she flies to Asia itself for an authentic culinary experience. This, dear viewers, is next-level baller behavior. However, I must raise a logistical inquiry. Is the sole purpose of this transcontinental journey merely the consumption of sushi? If so, does the cost-benefit ratio truly align with rational economic principles? A flight worth thousands, all for a meal that could be acquired locally? Well, perhaps this is the true essence of having it like that. When the mere act of traveling elevates the dining experience, the cost becomes irrelevant. Heimer-Daddy approves. Hit me up sometime, Flo Milli. I'll show you what a good time really looks like. When we fucking, it feel like a movie. Good heavens! Straight to the cinematic analogies I see. But let us assess, what type of movie are we discussing here? Are we speaking of an Oscar-worthy masterpiece? A critically acclaimed indie film? Or, dare I suggest, a direct-to-streaming catastrophe? The possibilities are endless. But let's be clear. If MC Heimer-Daddy is in the director's chair, oh ho ho, baby, we ain't talking about no straight-to-DVD nonsense. We're talking IMAX 4D holographic cinematography, 97% Rotten Tomatoes rating, critically acclaimed, heart-pounding, genre-defining experience in high-definition tomfoolery. Haha, somebody get me a producer credit. Raw bitch, ain't never been a groupie. Stiff on a hoe, I like my nigga bougie. Ha ha, a declaration of self-worth and standards. Miss Flo Milli rejects the notion of subservience, firmly establishing herself as an individual of discernment. The term stiff on a hoe indicates a social filtration system, wherein she selectively engages with those who meet her criteria for refinement. A bougie partner, you say? Ah, a connoisseur of high society, one who understands the finer things in life. Lavish dining, extravagant tailoring, a refined palate. These are the hallmarks of bougie excellence. In other words, she prefers gentlemen of distinction, not a mere brute, but a scholar of seduction. A man who can discuss astronomical probabilities and asset diversification in the same breath as his latest silk acquisition. Flo Milli, dear, what you're describing is the Heimer-Daddy way, and I approve. Call me, and if you're lucky, the dinger will bless you with his donger. Aha! And here we delve deeper into the intricacies of romantic dynamics, cultural appreciation, and the fine art of, let's call it enthusiastic exclusivity. Keep me a Haitian. I love me a Zoe. Ah, most fascinating. Here, Miss Flo Milli declares a particular admiration for Haitian partners, referencing Zoe, a term widely associated with Haitian American pride, brotherhood, and resilience. The Zoe Pound movement, once a Miami-based street collective, evolved into a powerful symbol of unity, culture, and strength. In other words, Flo Milli likes her men with cultural depth, community bonds, and perhaps an air of danger. Fascinating choice, my dear viewers. But let's get one thing straight. If I were Haitian, if I, Heimer-Daddy, were rocking the Zoe lifestyle, I'd be the first yodel inducted into the Zoe Hall of Fame. Imagine me rolling through Piltover with a gold-tooth grill and a silk durag. Oh, the flex would be legendary. But alas, I am a mere professor, a scholar, a scientist, a gentleman of distinction. My drip, strictly intellectual, but undefeated nonetheless. I've been thinking about you on the road. Aha! Words I've received far too often. A classic case of long-distance infatuation. The human mind is predisposed to heightened emotional connectivity when physical separation is present. Distance, paradoxically, strengthens desire. This is a well-documented psychological phenomenon. When availability decreases, perceived value increases. Or, in simpler terms, absence makes the heart grow fonder, but also makes the DMs get messier. Let's just hope this road trip wasn't a one-way journey to Temptation Boulevard. We having rich sex on a boat. My heavens, we have now transitioned into the extravagant portion of the track. Yachts, wealth, and unbridled passion. I must say, Miss Flo Milli does not indulge in commonplace romance. No, she demands a seafaring spectacle. My type of bitch right there, I must say. Now, from a nautical engineering standpoint, I must question the practicality of this endeavor. Oceanic turbulence, velocity drag, seasickness potential, all variables to consider. Does the buoyancy of the vessel impact the gravitational equilibrium of the act? Would hydrodynamic resistance alter the rhythmic continuity of said engagement? The questions are endless. But listen, if y'all trying to get down like Poseidon in the deep blue sea, then who am I to interfere with marine-based fornication? Do what you gotta do, but don't let the Coast Guard pull up. You heard me? Dinger-Daddy does not condone citations for public indecency. Allegedly, anyway. He hit it back to back like it's dope. Oh dear. We are now comparing, romantic endurance to the physiological mechanisms of narcotics. Essentially, Flo Milli suggests that her partner exhibits a level of enthusiasm so relentless it mirrors the repetitive dopamine-releasing nature of substance use. In layman's terms, my boy got the stamina of an arcane-infused hex-core engine. I mean, look! If I had that kind of endurance, I wouldn't just be hitting it back to back. I'd be getting a Nobel Prize for cardiovascular innovation. Oh, wait! I do have a Nobel Prize for cardiovascular innovation. Who's your daddy? I'm your daddy. But let's be honest, the true test of endurance? Surviving a Piltover council meeting without mentally checking out. Now that, my friends, is the real challenge. Fuck you, Jace, pussy. How you gonna prove you could treat me right? You stole my heart like a thief in the night. Now we've entered the trial phase of the relationship, a test of worthiness, if you will. In ancient Piltover law, theft was a crime punishable by exile. But here, it is an act of romance. How poetic, yet But let us assess the psychological implications of stealing a heart. Is it truly theft if the owner subconsciously desired for it to be taken, or is this just a strategic heist? Because if it is, my boy deserves a medal in grand larceny. Yeah, he my man. He was never your type. If you try me, ho, it's on sight. Dominance, possession, a final proclamation of sovereignty. In one fell swoop, Flo Milli both establishes territorial claim and delivers a preemptive warning to potential challengers. A most efficient power move. And then, of course, we conclude with the ultimate no-nonsense statement. If you try me, ho, it's on sight. Oh, my dear viewers, I fear I may not be built for on-site altercations. I am, after all, a man of academia. My form of violence? An excruciatingly thorough thesis rebuttal, and proving how fucking stupid y'all are. Holla! But listen, if I did square up? Well, you better pull your pants up, stop sagging. Else I'll show you why they call me Donger-Daddy. He totin' the Uzi, but he actin' real bougie. Now this is a paradoxical masterpiece. Flo Milli presents us with two seemingly conflicting archetypes, the wielder of an automatic firearm and a man who simultaneously exhibits the refined mannerisms of the bourgeoisie. This is, quite frankly, an anomaly. How does one maintain the duality of street lethality and fine dining etiquette? How does one grip an Uzi in one hand while delicately swirling a glass of aged Cabernet Sauvignon in the other? Perhaps this is a case study in duality. An individual torn between the world of rebellion and refinement. A gentleman and a menace. A pistol-wielding poet. A shooter in silk pajamas. Have you figured it out yet? Gentleman and menace? Totin' tools but actin' bougie, pistol-wielding poet, shooter in silk pajamas, MC Heimer-Daddy baby. This song's been dedicated to me the whole time. Why do you think I'm dissecting it? I be in the lab cooking up inventions with my pinky out. People get to know. You think I don't sip on imported Piltover herbal infusions while my turrets handle business? Gangster and gentleman, fool. I stay strapped with intelligence. Glah! I like to fight over dick ho. Don't get hit with the two-piece. Here we transition into territorial disputes and physical altercations. A remarkable shift in tone. Now, the concept of fighting over companionship is historically well documented across various species. In nature, mating competition is an evolutionary constant. Many species engage in combat rituals to establish dominance over potential partners. Gorillas, rams, even certain insects, even your mother, the mutt. However, where Flo Milli introduces innovation is in her method of conflict resolution. The two-piece technique, widely recognized in urban combat settings, refers to a swift, decisive series of blows. Typically, a jab followed by a cross. Bop! Bop! One for poor decision-making and one for thinking you stood a chance. But listen, if I had to throw hands, I wouldn't give you a two-piece. Nah, baby. I'd give you a full 6-course combo meal. And trust me, it's all organic, non-GMO hands. When I suck it, I look in your eyes. You better fuck me like you mean it. Fuck me like you mean it. Basically, what she's saying is, I'll stare into your eyes while giving you sloppy toppy pon the cocky till it goes all floppy. And to that I say, you're a good girl, Flo Milli. A good girl indeed. And there we have it. Never Lose Me by Flo Milli. What a journey. From armed aristocrats to sloppy toppy to high-impact fisticuffs, Miss Flo Milli has truly covered the full spectrum of societal expression. And if there's one lesson to take away from this, always keep it classy. But never forget, be wary. Somebody always got the two-piece ready. This has been Professor Heimerdinger. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe. Comment which songs you want me to dissect next. And I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.